Hello everyone. You have seen many applications of Python in AI, ML, web development, app development, and many other applications. Today we are going to see a wonderful Python application in game development. Yes, we can develop a much sophisticated games using Python and its library. Today we are going to see the ping pong game using Python. For that we have used some libraries. First is the Turtle. Turtle is the animation library you can say of Python. Second is the wind sound. This library will be used for playing the sound during the game. And third is the random. This random is used for a special functionality in this game that you will see while we will come at its execution. So in a Turtle, when you are doing a project or making a game, firstly you have to configure some of the things. First you have to configure the screen. So we are declaring the Turtle screen as wn. We have assigned the title of the screen, background color, setup. The values in this setup will be responsible for the frame height and the width, that is the window which we are preparing. It will be made based on these parameters. Here we are declaring two of the variables. First is your score and second is the computer score. This score will be updated when we will play the game, when we will lose, when the computer will lose, etc. This score will be updated and will be printed on the screen. Now, as we have seen that there are two pads. First is the left pad and second is the right pad. Left pad is for the player and right pad is for the computer. So we have to configure these both pad. So by turtle.turtle we will declare it, and after that we will put the shape as square, and we will set the width to 4 and length to 1. It will make it as some sort of rectangle type. The color of it will be white, and whenever the function will start, this left pad will go to -380 to 0. -380 comma 0 means the leftmost corner. Whenever we will start this game, the left pad will go to that particular coordinate. Similarly, the right pad will be configured, the shape, size, color, and the only difference here is this go to. So whenever the game will start, it will go to 380 comma 0, means it will touch the rightmost wall of the window. Now comes the ball. After configuring the pad, we have to also consider the ball. For the ball, we have declared it by turtle.turtle as the ball variable, and we are assigning some of the attributes of this ball. First is the shape. The shape of the ball will be circle, and this is the width and length. If you want your ball to be large, then you can increase this particular value. Now comes the color. Here we have set the color to the yellow, and whenever the game will start, this ball will be go to 0, 0. It means the center coordinate. Now comes the scoreboard. Almost the configuration and the attributes of the scoreboard are same as we have done before. One added functionality is write function. This write function will write some text on the screen, and we will write the score, that is the player score and the computer score on the screen. It has some attributes for formatting, that is alignment option and the font option, which you can change as per your requirement. Here, after configuration of the objects in the game, we are declaring two functions. First is the left pad up and second is the left pad down. As we have seen in the game that the left pad is for the player and right pad will be played by the computer. The functionality of the right pad will be done by the computer. But for left pad we have to define what the pad will do and how it will move. So in the left pad up, we will firstly extract the y coordinate of the pad, as the pad will move in the up and down direction, that is only y direction. So now we will extract the y coordinate, the current y coordinate of the left pad, and it will be stored in the variable y. After that we will increase the y value by 20, and we will reassign the y position of the left pad by this function left pad dot set y, and will pass the variable y. Here this value is responsible for how fast the movement of the pad will do. If we do here 50, then the movement will be very fast, and if we do here 10, then the movement will be little bit slower down. So currently 20 will give a normal gaming functionality. the same code is written in the down functionality. The only difference is the minus sign. For down, we have to decrement the value of the y, and for up, we have to increment the value. Now, how this function will be called? We have to use the up key and down key for the movement of the pad. Whenever the up key will be pressed, here you can see that whenever the up key will be pressed, the left pad up function will be called, and whenever the down key will be pressed, the left pad down function will be called. Here you can use many keys as per your requirement. Right now in this game we are required only two keys, up and down, so we have configured only these two keys. Now comes the main function, while true. While true means until you don't close the game manually, this whole functionality, whole game will run in the infinite loop. And firstly we have to set the logic of movement of the ball. So here this both command will change the x coordinate and y coordinate of the function based on the current position. And here comes the actual use of random library. Random.rand int 0 to 10. It means that this function will choose any random number between 0 to 10, and this will be the speed of the ball. Hence, the speed of the ball will not remain same in the whole game. It will randomly increase and randomly decrease. So this is the challenging and interesting part of the game which you will experience while playing the game. Now we have to define the wall, and here by this conditions we are defining the wall, and whenever the ball will collide with the wall, then we will play a sound bounce for the pleasing the gaming effect. This bounce.wave file will be played whenever this condition will be true, and whenever the ball x coordinate will be greater than 380, it means that you won the game, that computer lost the game. In that case your score will be implemented and the ball will be set to 0,0. Now the scoreboard will be cleared, and again the updated score will be written on the screen. So here you can see that scoreboard.write function will be recalled and the score will be updated. The second condition is when the computer will win. So in this condition the computer score will be incremented, and the computer's incremented score will be written on the scoreboard by this function, and the lose sound will be played for the player, because player lose the game and computer win the game. And the last is the pad and ball collision. We have configured the ball, wall and the scoreboard. Now comes the pad and ball collision. So when this condition will be true, it means that the pad and the ball are collided, and in that case the attack sound will be played for the pleasing and the gaming effect. So these values are merely the trial and error base. We have done the trial and error, and based upon that these values are set. If you are creating the game with a larger screen and with some more features, then you have to change these values as per your screen size and other parameters. So let's revise what we have done. Firstly, we have imported the libraries. Now we have configured the window by providing the weights and background color and all that. After that we have set the attributes for the left pad, for the right pad, for the ball, and the scoreboard configuration was done. Now we have defined the two functions. These two functions will be called whenever the up key and the down key will be pressed from the keyboard. By this keyboard interpretation we can move the left pad up and down by these functions. Now comes the main functionality. In that we have set the logic of movement of the ball, set the logic of wall, and also we have incremented the score whenever the ball will collide with the wall, and whoever wins the game, his score is incremented and updated on the scoreboard. And finally we have set the logic for pad and ball collisions. So that's it. Now let's play the game. So to play the game, first of all we have to open the Anaconda prompt or any terminal, and in that you have to install our library. So PyPower has made its own library of games which is called PyPower Games. So how to install this library? So you have to write pip install PyPower Games. Here PyPower Games is the name of the library, and whenever you will press enter, the PyPower Games library will be installed. As you see that Keras, TensorFlow, NumPy, Matplotlib, all these are libraries of Python. And the same way PyPower Games is also a library, so you need to install it first, and if you have installed it, then you have to update it. So if you want to update the library, you have to write this command pip install hyphen capital U PyPower Games, and whenever you will press enter, that PyPower Games library will be installed. Here in my case, the library is already installed and up to date. So now to run this game, you have to go to Python bash by typing this command python, and in Python bash what you have to write. So here it is, from PyPower Games import ping pong, and whenever you will press enter, the game will open and you can see that the game is running as per our coding. So the ball speed will change randomly between 1 to 100, and the right pad, left pad, computer score, your score, and the all functionality is now implemented here. You can also run it by the Python file which is provided in the description box, but if you want a single line code of your game, so you can do here, from PyPower Games import ping pong. There is another game in this library, that is tic tac toe. So you can play it via this way, from PyPower Games import tic tac toe, and here it is. So this is the tic tac toe game, and whenever you type the name of any person, you can play it this way. And yes, ABC won the game, and you can see that score is also updated of player ABC. XYZ won the game, so the score of XYZ is incremented. So similarly, you can play both these games, tic-tac-toe and ping pong, from single line of code. Thank you. Have a nice day.